Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. My name is Liaquat. Welcome to this video, guys. Right, let's crack on then. Surah al-Qasas we are going through. We're almost near the end, not exactly. Tukinnu is from akanna, yukinnu, iknan, bab, if'al, and the root letters are kaf, noon, noon, which means to conceal, hide. In fact, put it in the comments if you can find another word in the Quran, another place where this word has been used. Right, kaf, noon, noon. Have a go and put in the comments, inshallah. Right, next one. So you got sudur there, yu'linun, a'lana yu'linu, i'lan, from bab if'al, to announce something. Right, so you got ayn, lam, noon, ilan, which is the opposite. Well, not necessarily exact opposite, but it's the opposite of concealing, rather, and to announce. And then you got the rest of the words should be quite straightforward, really. Al-hukmu means rule, hamdu, al-ilah means one who is worshipped. Right, so it doesn't necessarily mean God. Ilah literally means something that is worshipped. Right, something where a person worships. Ula is first, akhira is last, hukum is rule, decision, and turja'un is raja' yarji'u, which means to return. Okay, and this is the majhul form of it. Right, in Tarkeeb we'll find out more. Okay, so let's look at Tarkeeb. Rabbuka, Rabb is mudaf, ka is mudaf ilayhi, put them together becomes the mubtada. Ya'lamu is the fi'l plus the fa'il, which goes back to Allah huwa. Ma is mawsul, and tukinnu is the fi'l, and sudur is the fa'il. Okay, and hum mudaf mudaf ilayhi becomes the fa'il of tukinnu. Ma tukinnu suduruhum. Right, so the fi'l plus the fa'il, all that together becomes the jumla fi'liya khabariya, which becomes the sila of ma. Mawsul plus sila is going to become the ma'tuf alayhi. Ma'tuf alayhi. Right, so all of that, we can actually move this down. And you got ma, which is the ataf. Ma is ataf. How is the ataf? Ma is the mawsul, yu'lin is fi'l plus the fa'il. And then you've got the jumla fi'liya khabariya. Right, so yu'linun, like we said, it means to, it means to announce. Jumla fi'liya khabariya, that becomes the sila. Sila plus the mawsul is going to become the ma'tuf. Ma'tuf plus the ma'tuf alayhi put together. Put in the comments if you understand ma'tuf alayhi, or if you think that you're still confused about it. Put in the comments, and maybe in future lessons, I don't know, I'll see. Maybe I'll elaborate more on it. Right, so maf'ul bihi of ya'lamu. So ya'lamu, and all of that is the maf'ul bihi. Right, and then all that becomes the jumla fi'liya khabariya, and that actually in fact becomes the khabar of rabbuka. Right, so there's a whole independent sentence in itself. Notice this khabar has so many things in there. It's got like ya'lamu in there, fi'l, fa'il, it's got maf'ul bihi, it's got ataf taking place, loads of things taking place. And this, I think that's what one of the things students find difficult is when they're learning Tarkeeb, they kind of find it difficult to sort of like dive in the deep end and investigate these kind of intricate sort of like sentences. Anyway, Wahuwa, wow is isti'naf, like warabbuka, the same thing. Wow isti'naf. Huwa is the dhamir, is the mubtada. Huwa, he, meaning Allah. Allah, he is Allah. Yeah, huwa, Allahu, mubtada and khabar. Put together jumla ismiya khabariya. La is la nafi al-jins. Ilaha is the ism of la. Now, see this tarkeeb, I don't want to go, I was thinking about, shall I go deep into this, because Ibn Hisham has mentioned 10 tarkeebs of this. There's about 6 of them, 7 of them, which he says are okay and the rest are not valid. But you can imagine 10 tarkeebs of La ilaha illallah. In this one, you can only do 6 because huwa is marfu, rafa. So there's 6 La ilaha illallah where the huwa is marrafa, and then the word Allah is rafa, and then 4 which are nasab. Because we don't have La ilaha illallah, we've only got huwa. Then you got 6 possibilities. I don't want to go through all 6. What I think I should do is dedicate an entire video just to all the tarkeebs of La ilaha illallah, and maybe do 2. One just a simple one, and then one a really deep one with all the ikhtilafs and all the question and answers. So, I don't know. Put in the comments if you think I should do something like that. La ilaha illa. And I remember the first time I remember actually coming across this was with my teacher in Pakistan when I was studying with him. And I was studying privately Nahu with him, and he just went into great depths of this La ilaha. And I was thinking, whoa, first time I ever saw that there's so much like tarkeeb possibilities in La ilaha illallah. And it made me say La ilaha illallah. Okay, illa is istithna, and then huwa Right, so huwa now, this is not what we call the mustathna, right? It's actually the badal. So here is the common sort of like explanation is la ilaha is the ism. Where's the khabar? Then the khabar is actually mawjood. Huwa is not the khabar. Yeah, so it's not la ilaha illa huwa. La ilaha illa. Although some have said that, some have taken that position. But we're going to take out here something like la ilaha mawjoodun, la ilaha bihaqqin, or any sort of like statement which is going to have that kind of a meaning. So la ilaha mawjoodun, there is no ilah, no one worthy of worship who exists, illa hu, except him. Right, so the who is going to be badal of either la ilaha. This is a strange one, this is, I know, but bear with me. So la ilaha, the mahal of la ilaha is, they say it's a rafa. So either it's the mahal of la ilaha, or of the mahal of ilah, which is strange. Ilah is mansoob, but the mahal is actually marfu. Right, mahal is marfu. So I think, I mean, in my Tarkeeb course I've done, which you can get on my iraab.com channel, you can, I mean, in there I've explained more about la nafi al-jins and the 5 tarkeebs of la nafi, la hawla wa la quwwata illa billah, 5 tarkeebs of this. But I don't think I should go deep into this because it's going to become a bit more confusing. But anyway, I just thought I'd write those 2 down. There's a third one which some say the huwa inside of mawjood. Right, so actually 3 possibilities of what huwa can be badal for. Either of the entire location, the mahal of la ilah, or just the location of ilah, or it's badal of the huwa inside of mawjood. Now, is there a huwa inside of mawjood? Is this the first time you ever heard of one? Yeah. So actually, you know, in this lesson I was actually going to go through all 10, but then when I started it, and I thought to myself, you know what, this is just going to be confusing and a headache and this and that. Anyway, so just stick with la ilaha illa, as long as you believe la ilaha illallah, that's sufficient. Lahu is jar majroor, and that becomes the khabar muqaddam muta'alliq to thabitun, and alhamd is the mubtada muakhar, right, which is the hamd. Fi is jar, ula is ma'tuf alayhi, and waw is ataf, and the akhira is ma'tuf. Ma'tuf plus the ma'tuf alayhi put together is going to become the majroor of fi. Now, where is fi muta'alliq to? It can be muta'alliq to thabitun. In that case, the translation will be alhamdu lahu fil ula wal akhira. So praise, hamd, belongs to him. Where does it belong to him? In the ula, first, and the hereafter, and the last. And then, or we can make fi muta'alliq to hamd. If you make fi muta'alliq to hamd, in that case, the translation is going to be that for him, the hamd which is in the first and the one that is in the last belongs to him. So 2 translations there, right? So either the fi muta'alliq to thabitun or hamd. So if it's thabitun, translation is going to be for him belongs the hamd. Where does it belong? In the first, I mean in the dunya and the hereafter. And the second one is if you make fi muta'alliq to hamd. In that case, the translation is going to be the hamd which belongs to him in the dunya and the akhirah is for him. Sorry, the hamd which is in the dunya and akhirah belongs to him. Subtle difference, very, very subtle difference there between the 2. Okay, wa lahu, lahu is jar majroor, and that becomes again, like we said, lahu alhamd, same khabar, muta'alliq thabitun, al-hukm is going to become the mubtada muakhar, and the wa ilayhi turja'un, so jar majroor, and then this is going to become muta'alliq to the fi'l after it, turja'un, which is the fi'l plus naib file, right, naib file. Now, you know, I've just realized I've actually done a mistake, you know, previously I said yu'linun, fi'l naib file, it's supposed to be fi'l file, so I think I need to correct that. Just rub this out. Okay, that's it, fi'l file, yeah, so yu'linun, fi'l file. Anyway, that's the tarkeeb, and then you've got like, you can do like the mahal of the Iraab. Actually, let's do a bit of sarf. Okay, so tukinnu, let's look at tukinnu. This is what we call a muda'af. When you have a verb, 3 huruf asliya, 3 letters, and 2 of them are the same letters. Yeah, double letters. So kaf, nun, nun. So the original vowel should have been aknana yukninu, iknan. That's how it should have been. Bab if'al. Aknana yukninu, iknan. Now the rule is 2 things. if you have two of the same letters in the verb next to each other, you must merge them. Right? So merge them. Akanna, and that's going to become yukinnu. And number two is you shift the vowel on the first onto the previous sukun. So look, noon, first noon, shift the vowel, move the vowel, merge it, yeah, and shift the vowel onto the kaf. So it becomes akanna, yeah, onto there. Aknana becomes akanna, akan, because when you merge two letters, one has to be sakin, one has to be voweled. And the other one, yukinnu, same thing. So originally it was yukninu, merge the two together, right? And then shift the kasra onto the kaf, yukinnu, yukinnu, akanna, yukinnu. Right, and that's a bit of sarf for you today. Hope you guys like that. And so let's go back. Let's do a bit of mahals now. Mahals, right? So mahals. So okay. So وَرَبُّكَ يَعْلَمُ مَا تُكِنُّ صُدُورُهُمْ. رَبُّكَ يَعْلَمُ. All of this is actually في محل رفع. Yeah, محل رفع. So رفع محل. رَبُّكَ يَعْلَمُ مَا تُكِنُّ صُدُورُهُمْ. And everything else is la mahal. Everything else here. All the other verbs here are la mahal, la mahal, la mahal. Right, all the sentences are all la mahals. Yeah. So la mahal huwa Allahu, la mahal la ilaha illallah, la mahal lahul hamdu, la mahal lahul hukmu, ilayhi turjun, la mahal. Yeah, even inside is ma tukinnu, yu'linun, lam, because silas are always la mahal, as you guys all know. Anyway. So la mahal, la mahal, la mahal, and there you have it. Right, so let's do translation now. So Rabbuka, your Rabb, ya'alamu, he knows, ma, what, tukinnu, conceals, suduruhum, their chests, wa, and ma, what, they publicize or announce. Yeah. Wa huwa, he is Allah. La ilaha, no one worthy of worship. Now, ilah means one worthy of worship. So no one worthy of worship exists. So if you have the mawjood, then this exists. Illa, except who? Except him. So like I said, you have to take out this concept of exists, right? So that's what we're going to put over here. Exists, or in truth, some people say in truth, like it's worthy of worship. Ma'bud bihaqqin. Yeah. So in truth, bihaqqin. So there's no one worthy of worship in truth except Allah. That's why you get that. Because if you say there's no one, if you say this, there is no one worthy of worship except him, then it's like there is no one worthy of worship. But then the mushriks will say, well, no, there is someone worthy. Lat, Uzza is worthy of worship. Jesus is worthy of worship. So we say, okay. So we say here, La ilaha bihaqqin, or La ilaha mawjood. There is no one worthy who exists. They don't exist. Yeah. Or they are not truthful in worship. Worshipping them is false. It's not truthful. It's not by the true way that has been revealed by Allah, except Allah. Only Allah's worship is validated. That's what La ilaha illallah literally means. That there is no one in the entire universe or in existence that deserves to be worshipped. That's another way. Deserves to be worshipped. So there are people that do worship idols, but they're not deserved to be worshipped. Like they can't create, and they can't give death, and they can't speak, and they can't communicate, and they can't do, right? So how are they deserving worship? Only Allah is the one who deserves worship. Yeah. Does everyone understand that? So this is a very important thing to understand about the kalima La ilaha illallah. Right? Many people don't realize the depth of this. That Allah is saying that there are people out there who do worship other things, but are they doing it right? No. Because these things do not deserve, in truth, they do not deserve worship. Like if you question why they're worshipping these idols, or why they're worshipping Jesus, or why they're worshipping the sky, or this or that, or their own intellects, they do not deserve to be worshipped, except Allah is the only one who deserves to be worshipped. Lahu alhamdu. For him and him only. Now I translate as only because the lahu has been brought forward. And when you bring the lahu forward voluntarily, then it has to give an extra meaning. Hamdu means praise, and hamd, I mentioned this before. Fi, in, the ula, the first, and the last. Now I told you two tarkeebs for this, remember. So there's two translations for this. So either it means for him and him only belongs hamd. Where? In the dunya, in the first, meaning first abode, and in the last abode. That's why, okay, actually, how can I give you a clue there? Oh. Right, put in the comments, why is it feminine? Ula and akhirah, why is it feminine? I gave a clue there. But let's see what you guys come up with. Lahul hamdu fil ula wal akhirah. Yeah, lahul hamdu. For him belongs the hamd in the ula, in the first, and in the akhirah. And the other tarkeeb would be, for him and him only belongs the hamd which is for him in the first and in the last, in the dunya and the hereafter. Walahu. Okay, let's just put something there. Right, which, that's if you translate, if you make fi muta'alliq to alhamd. Walahu, and for him and him only is the rule, right, is the power to make decision. No, except for Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Only his decision is the one that is valid, is considered. And also, ilayhi turja'un, to him and him only will you be made to return. Right, to him and him only will you be made to return. Turja'un. Okay, so now when we say this, like what's the verses basically saying? So the verses basically is consoling the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam. How is it consoling the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam? Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala is telling the Prophet sallallahu alaihi wasallam that, look, these people are saying these things against you, aren't they? And I've told you the story about Musa alayhi salam and how Musa alayhi salam dealt with all of this. But in reality, Allah is fully aware of all of what's happening. Like Allah knows the nitty gritty, small, even at the atomic level. Allah knows exactly what is happening, behind the closed doors. So what they're saying in their hearts and what they're saying on their tongues, Allah knows when they are, showing this sort of hypocrisy and the true reality of their worship for their idols. Right? It's totally false. And wahu Allahu, and Allah deserves to be worshipped. La ilaha illahu, no one is deserving to be worshipped except Allah in reality. Why? Because they don't have the attributes of Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. Right? They are made, an idol is made. They never existed in the past. They came into existence because people imagined them. They do not eat, they do not drink. Why? Because they do not have the capacity to be able to do anything at all. Now Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala doesn't eat and does not drink, but Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He gives people. Yeah, Allah says Himself, He doesn't eat, He gives people. He gives people food, He gives people drink. Right? And the idols, they go to their idols and they give food to the idols and they don't eat and drink so they don't have the power to be able to do anything for themselves. How can they have the power to do something for you? Allah saying, Lahul hamdu, and for Allah and Allah alone belongs the hamd, fil ula and akhirah. Like every single praise which is truly due is only belonging to Allah. Everyone else is false, fake. We're going to only live for a little while. We do not deserve the praise in comparison to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala. And Allah's decisions and rules are the ones which belong to Him. In other words, the true rules are the ones that belong to Allah, no one else, and to Him we're going to return, no one else. Yeah. So why are you worshipping all these idols? Doesn't make sense, Allah is saying. Why are they doing all this? Anyway, let's check out next week's verse then. So, قُلْ أَرَأَيْتُمْ إِنْ جَعَلَ اللَّهُ عَلَيْكُمُ اللَّيْلَ سَرْمَدًا إِلَى يَوْمِ الْقِيَامَةِ مَنْ إِلَهٌ غَيْرُ اللَّهِ يَأْتِيكُمْ بِضِيَاءٍ أَفَلَا تَسْمَعُونَ. So have a go at that, inshallah. Hope you guys enjoyed this lesson. Let me know what you think, inshallah, of these lessons as well. And if you haven't checked out my other videos, suggest check them out. Check out the podcast, check out Quran, check out the Hadith one, Fiqh one. We've got loads of lessons. You can check them out. Subscribe to the channel, hit the bell button. It helps me a lot in my channel. And also comment as well. Share, comment. Yeah, I love to hear from you guys. And thank you very much. Take care, inshallah. Remember your du'as. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. Jazakumullah khair for watching this video. I hope to see all of you guys. If you guys, Jazakumullah khair guys, for all of your support. Without your support, I wouldn't have been able to produce the videos that I've put up on my YouTube channel. And there is so much more that I really want to do. And without the support of you guys who are patrons, generously supporting this channel, I've been able to get myself a camera, which as you guys can see, the quality of this camera, mic system, software. I've been able to hire an editor. So what do I want to do? I want to make lots and lots and lots of more videos for beginners, for intermediate, advanced in the subjects like Arabic and Fiqh and Hadith and Tafsir and Aqidah and all those other things as well. And for this to happen, again, this channel needs support. So if you guys want to become patrons and support this channel, then check out the link below. Also, if you do become patrons,
you'll have access to videos that I don't put up on my normal YouTube channel. So check that out, inshallah. And there's most other perks as well that you guys can benefit from. And if you want to access this channel through social media, we've got Twitter, we've got Instagram, Facebook page, and other things as well that you can visit. So Jazakumullah khair again, guys. Thank you very much for your support. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh. If you are interested, please leave us feedback, get in contact with us. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi wa barakatuh.